Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead, and it looks like no change as far as rain, although we will see some changes in terms of temperature and humidity in the coming days. Pretty good taste of summer heat on the way as we get towards the end of September. Here's a look at live view from, at least live as I record this, from Coshada, Louisiana. You can see lots of sunshine. Just a few of those fair weather cumulus clouds mixing in with the sunshine as we continue to watch, again, a very dry weather pattern. You can see the upper level ridge of high pressure that covers the southern half of the country, at least southeastern quarter of the U.S. This upper level ridge is eventually going to become more centered over the southern plains heading into the first of next week. And that's going to set up a bit of a hot weather pattern for most of next week. This weekend, if you don't mind a little bit of heat, not looking too bad, as temperatures will be a little bit warmer and a little bit above normal. Robin Sawyer to Futurecast tonight, showing you a mostly clear sky. Could see a few low clouds late tonight. Tomorrow, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine. I don't anticipate seeing any rain. Futurecast does show a few spotty showers possible, but the chance of that happening very small at this point, as the vast majority of models keeping us pretty much dry. As we go through the nighttime hours tomorrow night, expect a partly cloudy sky, and for Sunday we will close the weekend with that mix of clouds and sunshine, and again a little bit more heat across the region. Low 90s on the way tomorrow, probably looking at middle 90s on the way for Sunday. Longer range, look at the weather pattern, shows the impact of that upper level ridge. By the time we get to the middle of the weekend, Sunday morning, you see the ridge becoming more centered here over Texas. It will gain some strength and kind of sit very close to the Arctic heading into the first half of next week. And probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we could be looking at highs in the upper 90s across a good chunk of the Arctic. Obviously, with this ridge sitting over us, nothing as far as rain. The ridge will stay put for a couple days, and you can see that upper level trough here that I pointed out yesterday sliding to our north, but it's becoming more obvious that this ridge is not going to relent that much, and it will keep us dry, even though this trough will push a frontal system southward. Kind of doubtful that front will move in until perhaps the very, very end of the 10-day period. We might see this ridge retreat enough to the west to allow, again, that boundary to move through. Shouldn't produce much as far as rain, but it will bring temperatures closer to normal as we close next weekend and head towards the end of the 10-day period. As far as the tropics, we still have Tropical Storm Fiona. As I record this, the maximum sustained winds at 50 miles per hour has weakened a little bit during the past 12 hours and does not look as organized as it did yesterday for the most part. Pressure's also come up a bit, so max winds now sitting at 50 miles per hour. Looking ahead to where this thing is going and how strong it could get, latest forecast from the National Hurricane Center shows the system passing south of Puerto Rico Saturday night, moving over the Dominican Republic more than likely Sunday evening, and then we'll see it perhaps become a hurricane by the middle part of next week. And overall, the models are now coming together on keeping this east of the U.S. East Coast, perhaps moving between the, say, Cape Hatteras and Bermuda. Yesterday it looked like Florida could be in play, according to a few models, but those have also trended towards the east. So better model agreement today that we will see this system perhaps miss the east coast of the United States. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but nonetheless, right now it's looking good that we will not have to worry about Fiona. That being said, your forecast here at home for tonight is looking clear to partly cloudy and not as cool, as we'll see lows tonight, mainly in the mid to upper 60s. 69 tonight in Shreveport, 68 in Texarkana, 68 degrees in Marshall. Tomorrow, looking at a partly cloudy sky. It will be hot with highs in the lower 90s, 92 in Shreveport, 93 degrees in Texarkana, 93 degrees also for the high temperature in Natchitoches. And your 10-day forecast shows that we will see that warming trend continue. 95 Monday, upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then temperatures begin to ease late next week, back to the low 90s by the end of next weekend. Overnight lows should warm and stay in the low 70s pretty much all week next week, falling back into the 60s by the time we get to the end of next weekend. And it still appears as if we have no rain, at least significant rainfall chances here for the next 10 days. So all in all, perhaps our final taste of big summertime temperatures on the way as we go through the next week, with the hottest temperatures arriving by the middle part of next week.